then we go in and do that. So that's the call to action. And then the last is the obligation in EAACO, where it's just holding them accountable. A lot of people, unless, I mean, maybe with automation and with GHL and all the stuff that people are using, but I know a lot of people that watch these don't do this and are doing a lot of this manually. So it's good to do touch point messages. Generally speaking, I have kind of a, standard operating procedure when I'm doing organic. After they've booked and I've confirmed and all that went, according to plan, the next thing I do is a 24-hour, touch point message. Hey, JP, look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Just making sure that you've had a chance to check out that video. Looking forward to speaking, right? You're usually going to get a response. And again, you just do it very personable, hey, are we still on for tomorrow's call at 2, right? Like, you know what I mean? Be very personal about whether you're testing it or whether you're speaking it. Just talk like you're talking to your friend. That's another thing that's overlooked with outreach. Everybody thinks they have to take on this persona to represent an offer or an audience, but you still have to be authentic to yourself to ever get people to buy into what you're doing. So I do a 24-hour message and then a 30-minute message, either 60 or 30, figure out which works best. I like 30 minutes, closer to the call, the better at this point. Hey man, we're still on schedule for a half hour. All my calls are going according to schedule. I don't plan on being behind. See you there. Boom, just another touch point. And those are what I call accountability or obligation, just holding somebody accountable so they show up to the call. It's amazing how those two little messages that take you 2 seconds increase show up rates by about 20% in offers I work in, because they're skipping that. Many sales processes, they go right from, hey, book a call, and then nobody speaks to you, get on the call. And sometimes that person going on the call isn't the same person that booked, depending on your system or how big your company is. You're booking them to a different team member and they've had no engagement, and then it's just cold. And like, that's where you get no show rates. A setter sets them in a DM to some advisor. They just booked. They're like, hey, I booked in, they call, they celebrate, then the guy never shows up. You don't make money off calls that don't show up. I don't care what kind of compensation you're in. In the sales game, they have to show up.